Hello everyone, thank you for joining me on my channel. So today we will be reviewing the Aqva Marine by Bvlgari, which is an aromatic aquatic fragrance for men. It is from the house of Bvlgari and it was launched back in 2008. A quick dive into what the packaging looks like. It looks like a drop of water, which goes pretty well with their aquatic theme. It has a glass base and a metal cap on the top. It has embossings of the Bvlgari brand on the top, and yeah, the spray nozzle is right at the back. So a pretty unique design, which goes with the theme. Although I do think that it is a little inconvenient to carry or store this bottle, and there are high chances of you dropping it just because of the shape. Anyways, moving on. So I will give you a quick rundown of the Aqva line. So we have the Aqva Pour Homme, which is the original. We have the Marine. Then we have Amara, and then we have the Atlantic. And Aqva Marine is actually the milder version of the original Aqva perfume. The top notes we have grapefruit, neroli, mandarin orange, and petite grain. On the middle notes we have some water notes, seaweed, and rosemary. And at the base notes we have cedar and amber. It has been trending down in popularity since 2010. 2010 and 11 was the year it was at its peak of popularity. Moving on, we start with this fragrance starts out as typical aquatic fragrance. The opening and dry down of this fragrance is extremely fresh. The top notes give a very uplifting smell of mandarins and oranges, and that shock of freshness lasts for about half an hour. The grapefruit citrus top note that stays with the DNA for a longer time than the others, and then it slowly moves into the aquatic and fresh green seaweed notes. So by the heart, but the heart of this is what really stands out. As with some of the other marine fragrances, it's the seaweed. The seaweed note adds just the right amount of formal richness and personality, and that's what makes it a really aquatic fragrance. And the undertone of seaweed here is not super deep, but it's not really light as well. So it's somewhere in between from the original, and I would say if you look at the Nautica Voyager fragrance, somewhere in between from those two fragrances. And the last notes provide the cedar and the wood notes. Amber notes provide the base for the scent. They kind of take away the saltiness, and the amber here does not actually provide a lot of heaviness to the fragrance. So overall, I feel like the every note speaks for itself and still maintains a standard of complexity for this fragrance. It is clean, and yet it is complex, and that's what I think is one of the unique factors for this fragrance. Overall comment from this fragrance: this is a really nice aquatic fragrance. It's not too cliche, and it has a good balance of saltiness and sweetness. I feel it, from a scenario perspective, it gives you or reminds me of feeling of walking on the beach with the waves crashing and the smell of seaweed in the air on a light airy day. And I think it's something that you can wear for all age groups. I wouldn't say all, but I would say mid 20s to around mid 50s can wear this fragrance. Now, where should you wear it? Now, this fragrance particularly screams summer, and it works well in summer heat, both day and night. Vacation, coffee, lunch during blazing summer days. I think it would be a really cooling and refreshing fragrance. No one will mind it, as it is not very offensive, and does not matter if you apply a few more sprays. I personally would not like to use it in more formal or office like setting, although it wouldn't be a huge mistake if you do. But pretty much would like to stick it around summer days. It's not more of a winter or cold night fragrance. Moving on to the ratings. So in terms of uniqueness, I would like to give it a 3 on 5. I think it is fresh, it is aquatic, but it has some level of complexity to it, which definitely takes it up a notch for me. Aquatic fragrances is a very broad genre, so this does stand out, and that is a good factor to add to uniqueness. For longevity, it is, I would say, a little below average, about 2 on 5. It has average performance on longevity, but you can double up a couple of sprays and bump up the longevity to up to 4 to 5 hours. And if you're looking for more longevity or projection, you can check out the original or the Amara perfume from the same line. For silage, is average 1 meter or about 2 to 3 feet behind the wearer. I think it would last for about an hour, and then it slowly retracts to more of a clothes scent or a skin scent. Value for money. Here, I think it scores 3 on 5. It retails at about $50 or $60 for 100 ml bottle. You can get it at discounted prices on discounted rates on few websites, and that makes it fall under a good affordability range given the quantity. And I don't think it would burn a big hole in your pocket to have one of the summer fragrances in your collection. From a likability perspective, I do know that a lot of sensitive nose dislike the seaweed note in fragrances, but in this fragrance in particular, it is not a harsh note. The saltiness might put off a little bit for a very trained nose, but I think this fragrance is mild, highly likable, and I have experienced that most of my male friends who wear this receive a lot of compliments on this fragrance. So definitely a little bit higher on the likability score. Now, is it a blind buy? I think yes, only if you are into salty and aquatic scents. If you are somebody who is starting out, I would probably refer you to some milder scents. This is unique. This is something that everybody likes. But if you do know the notes of aquatic scents, it could be a possible blind buy for you. Overall, I would like to score this scent a 3.5 on 5. So that is all for my review for today. If you would like me to review any more fragrances in particular, please definitely do let me know. And I would like to come up with a different rating system if that is something that you would be more interested in. Thank you for now and have a great day. Bye bye.